Hello everyone! While the recent patch hasn't done a lot to nerf Crab too much, and Double Splash is still absolutely what won this tournament in the end, today I want to show you a battle between two top teams, one of which pretty much had no Crab tanks. More compositions are able to deal with the special now, and it's cool to see a bit more diversity at top level, so let's see if they can win. Very support-orientated kit from both Splash-O-Matics though. We're going to be seeing a lot of Tri-Strikes here, and this is definitely a map for Tri. The fact that the vanilla Tri with Mist Inkjet was picked on this map, yeah, you know, the one with Fizzy Attack is definitely going to be picked.
Yeah, that Fizzy going to help it a little bit more with the paint than it would have on the other kit. And on top of that, it actually supports that aggressive playstyle with the Tacticooler when you want to run in. So, looking good so far for Graveyard Shift. Able to get control on the...
Oh my god!
I had to say something. I had to say words.
Orion clutches,
Chara.
and then Max just is like, nah, I got this. I'll just clutch harder. Just clutch harder. You know, it's the solo queue advice. But it worked here. And now they got map control. They got the Booyah Bomb to cover the front. And Graveyard is being kicked out as Orion gets a trade there. Really good to trade with the Neo Splash, but honestly doesn't show with the output. Max is going really aggressive for that machine, though. Or not Max, the other machine was going very aggressive there. Not sure if that's worth it, though. They didn't have the Tacticooler up. They have Cooler, but they didn't use it in time either. They're going to get a little bit staggered here, and it's just the other Splash trying to get their team back in. The Booyah is going to be used to get them out, and hopefully they can stay alive here. Tetra underneath is just desperate for a kill. Gonna go down, but two on the side of Graveyard, and we're even here. And it looks like they're gonna opt to just let the Crab Tank be. Don't want to waste Tri-Strike on it.
They're trying to go back in and get control of the zone here. It is always difficult given that it's a double zone map, but Graveyard Shift pull it off with a nice double kill there for Orion on the Tetras. Gonna be trying to flush this area out behind the enemy plat. They do get another one too. And with the Tetras, they don't mind going down here. That's kind of their game plan anyway. They just force the enemy team further back, and that's what they were there for. Look at this. Tetra's already back in play. Zone still uncapped, and they can go right back to harassing the way that they always did. That's kind of always the goal here. So Orion really taking control of the game here. That's another 2. 3 down for Seafoam, and a complete wipe. Orion absolutely popping off at the end of this game here. You have to look at
this slider's gonna be huge.
Oh my god, was that a...
Yeah, if it wasn't for Spawn Armor, that could have ended
Oh.
up being a lot more, but I mean, there's nothing much Seafoam could have done there.
Tetra's setting up around this wall here with the rest of the team on the other side. Pretty standard play. Tetra's going to try and draw their attention away from what else is going on the map, but they are able to get 3 down. So Seafoam going to be having to reset here. And that's a Kraken already online. That's okay. Well, that's a Reef Slider. There's the Reef Slider. It did something.
There's the press right stick to die special. There we go. It did it. It did it. But I mean, you're gonna die anyway. You might as well delay it a little bit.
Yeah, I suppose. But with a Crab on the wall, that is going to make it difficult for Seafoam to get in here and fully clear. Still having to contest the right bats, and this is a problem for them. They're getting pinched from multiple sides now. The bats is completely under Graveyard Shift's control. So Seafoam, that pick was crucial. 2 down now. They're going to be able to stop the tower, and they should be able to regain control of mid at this point. Kraken goes out to try and buy some time. Tetras are here, but Barry with a charge. Oh, do they have the time to get away? They are.
It was Shadow Sharking, but I think the Auto Bomb actually gave him away, and that's why he popped out here. Just a random Tetra Auto, I think actually came in handy there. Here comes the Reef Slider. Gets away with it this time. There we go. Gets a pick. Has the Haunt there. Can actually see the Heavy, but Barry able to be aware of that position. They'll shut down the push, but that is a really nice push from Graveyard Shift all the way to 28, getting through the second checkpoint. That could be so dangerous here. Now we're gonna have to see if Seafoam can keep momentum, and that's gonna be tricky here because we don't have any crabs to really stabilize if things go wrong. And having a lack of stability against the Tetra is gonna be really, really difficult here. But there we go. 2 people go down as Obi gets picked on another side of the map. On top of that, the Crab Tank was used early. It's just this machine who gets picked off by the last shot of the Trizuka. One more shot left. Gonna deal some damage to the Tetra. They need to get this kill cleanly. There we go. And now, Seafoam has a great opportunity. They're gonna Tri-Strike. And at this point, the members of Graveyard are very clumped up. And the 96 goes down. That was the most important player to kill. They are not gonna have that defensive Kraken to be able to secure the tower. The wave is also gonna be able to be used on the tower or on the high ground Really nice subtle wave breaker spot there to hit the high ground. Tryzuka gets another kill, and Seafoam are turning this around!
Such a beautiful set play to get themselves up onto the plat and get this many points. They're still going. The checkpoint is clear. They still have someone in between the tower and the goal. If they're not careful, this could KO. Finally, someone gets on tower, but it's a push to 3 for Seafoam.
And right now we see the splash on the left side of the map. Get a crab tank at the ready. Gonna be popping it early. And just trying to hold a little bit of ground, but it's used on such a low angle that it's gonna be tricky to find anything. The shots on the side here, able to get one, slowly trying to open things up here. And they're gonna find 2 kills onto the members of Graveyard Shift. There's just the Tetra. Everybody is on the Tetra, and they can afford to be with the other team down. And they have specials ready. Now you can't panic here. It's still 2 crabs and a kraken. You mainly want to get that Tri-Strike. Tri-Strike is one of the only specials that's extremely reliable at moving Kraken off the tower. The Zuka gets a bit greedy trying to end that Kraken early, but Obito's gonna pop it! There's nobody here. I feel like that's an entire waste, and now the overtime Kraken isn't there yet. They're gonna try to push in, but the end lag is there. The shark dies. And I think that was a huge mistake. The resources are gone, the specials are gone, and now it's just 2 splashes trying to hold things together. The crab is being used, double suctions applying damage enough to actually break that crab tank. But it's not over yet, the jumps are coming in, but Seafoam gets the kills on the tower, but nobody's there to actually get it, but they're just gonna clean up the members of Graveyard. And when it looked hopeless, they turned things around, and Seafoam is now 1 game away from winning the set. Oh boy, here we go. Not gonna stick with the hard Tetra counter with the heavy spawning. Gonna opt to just go with the comfort pick. We'll see if it pans out. And yeah, no sword here. Looks like Zera is gonna opt to stick with the splash for this set.
Orion poking around the right side does end up getting caught, so no pressure from that right side yet, but the crab tanks are enough to take the zone for now. Looks like Seafoam's gonna try and fight back right now. They pop a Zuka and they're trying to force their way onto the zone, but not a lot coming out of that. They are able to get the Flingza, which will give them the cap, but this is not control of mid by any means.
And we saw something very interesting there. The Flingza got immediately targeted with the Try-Zuka when it tried to vertical flip. Zuka is very good at punishing slow stuff, and its startup is actually lower than Splatoon 1's Try-Zuka, or Ink-Zuka. So it can actually be used as a kind of way to punish slower weapons there, if you see them commit to an action like that. We did see that. However, Seafoam on the back foot here. They gotta know Orion's here and punish it. There we go. Cannot afford to go down and lose the Tri-Strikes here. You don't have Crab, so you need a lot of specials to make up for the power you're losing, and you need to use them to get your main weapons in front. Here come the Tri-Strikes to wall out the Crab. The stacks here are going to make it a little bit tricky. The Flings are just backing off here, and Graveyard trying to play incredibly patiently, but there's the pick. It's going to come down to the strikes and the Zuki here. They're being used a lot of the same spot, but one of them managed to pick off a splash who seemed to be sharking there. 2 go down. Tetra stuck in the zone is going to get picked, and it's just the Flingza who's in the corner of the base. Probably not in any danger here. Gonna opt to play safe and just work on those missiles here. If Barry is able to get a kill here, this could be crucial, especially considering the respawn punisher to deal with the Tetra. Gonna be looking for one, not able to find it. The Tetra trades with the bucket, but that's a good trade for them. Crab is coming out onto the zone here, and they're gonna be able to flip it for the time being before the strikes come back to flip it back.
Graveyard Shift looking like they've got a decent shot here, but with one going down, Seafoam going to be trying to push up and clear them off of this stack and make another choke point that they're going to have to fight through before they can get there.
Oh, this might be from. Oh, now the missiles managed to get a kill. I was about to say the Tetra is dead and can't go in with the missile, but the missiles managed to help get a stray kill. But even then, that kill gets traded, and all of the sudden, this is starting to look a bit bad. You want to cap this zone, by the way, if you're Seafoam. You don't want to tunnel in the Tetra too hard. Okay, there's the trade, but you want to get zone here. You want to try to cap and let the penalty go down while the other team is scrambling, and they're going to be playing for the crabs, and we already see the next missile ready. Here come the Tri-Strikes to shut down Crab 1, but Crab 2 is ready, and the strikes are not. But the Flingza gets picked! Seafoam is so close to their specials! Obi goes down! Tetra goes down! Only one Splash-O-Matic left alive! This could be it. The Zuka has to come big. 1 shot. 2 shots. They're going so far, though. Orion goes down. Splash goes down. They just don't let the zone flip. The Flings is the last alive, and Seafoam does it! Taking down Graveyard! What?
That snowballed so quickly. Oof.
So many resources to stabilize if one person goes down with Crab, and Missile. And somehow, Seafoam, without any crabs of their own, prevent them from coming back and take the set.